I have no idea how loud a conjecture I am to music. Hopefully, it is not too much of a difference. But also, yes, congrats, Renata, for being first on Twitch. And yes, now I finally figured out how to get the shout-out system working, so now I just gotta make a board for you. Hello, welcome in. You may be thinking to yourself, hold on, given your VOD history, there was at one point you tried to do My Immortal, wasn't there? Yes, however, it was very early in the morning when I decided to try and do that. My brain was not on. I tried to do ASMR. It failed. It sucked. Either way. So now we're gonna do a problem. We're gonna do voices. If you do not know what a My Immortal is, strap in. This is deemed the best, worst fanfic of all time, and also the greatest enigma in internet history. Basically, what was the girl's name? Tara Gillespie. We don't know if it's her name or not. It could be an alias. Who knows? But this is the self-insert Harry Potter fanfic that takes place, I suppose, at the time it was written, modern day England, I guess. And that was nobody. But we're going to assume with the bands that I mentioned, it was like early 2006. Let's just go with 2006. And also, as you can see, I have pulled up a little couch. I have a can of Bebis, and also literally a can of Bebis. That's how fitting. So anyways, get ready to cringe, get ready to laugh, get ready to go alone. Also, let me just make sure that no, wait.
Okay, how long are y'all gonna let me keep going on the fact that I have voice changer on, motherfuckers?
1, Mora's an idiot. 2, yeah, nobody knows if this is written the way that it's written on purpose, or if it's like a joke. Nobody knows. I guess we love it.
My Immortal, Chapter 1. Author's note. Special fangs, get it? Cause I'm gothic? To my GF. Ew, not in that way. Raven, Bloody Tear 666, for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock.
I don't think she helped that much. To be honest. But go ahead and look this up. It's all over the internet. Want to read along. Understand? Hey.
Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. XXXXXXXXXXXX. I think this would be page break. Yeah. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. No way, come back? I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. So she's a human. I have... yeah. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. Oh, sorry, I'm adjusting the camera real quick. There we go. I'm 17. This makes this a whole lot worse. I forgot she was 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. Yeah, the fact that it is canon that I did work at Hot Topic one point. So, this hurts. I could feel and I could see somebody like that going into Hot Topic. But, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The white foundation wouldn't be the foundation. That would just be their natural skin. Because what else are you going to do with a Hot Topic across the street from a high school? For example, today, I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I mean, you could. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Hey, Ebony! Shouted a voice.
Why is it desolate? I hate you. How did that my point?
I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. There were friends? Also, if you are not able to read along, I can put down a link to the PDF. Or I can zoom in a little bit more. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me, Fangs. Chapter 2. Author's note. Again. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. BTW, prep stop flaming my story, okay? X666X. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my... Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna... I was adjusting the audios. I don't think a lot of people have seen Potter Musical.
A lot of people have.
Okay, my demographic.
Your friends, my friends, different friends.
My chat demographic has not seen Potter the Musical.
Look it up. It's great. Look at that one kid, William. Darren Chris.
There you go. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took of my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings and my pierced ears, and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink strings and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah? So? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They're my favorite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. You would go to a GC concert,
I would go.
followed by MCR?
Yeah.
And also followed by... I had to mute because spoilers. Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, prebs, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, BTW, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte. X. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff in the back and front. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I... Oh, right.
Forgot about this.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, nope, that's the couch. You don't need to increase the couch. Yeah, so trigger warning, but also content warning, I guess. So there's a lot of sexual content, a lot of cussing, a lot of drinking, a lot of drug use, and a lot of self-harm.
I don't like that.
If you, yeah, if you don't like any of that, leave. Normally I encourage people to stay, but if any of what I'm about to read offends you, or makes you not okay, leave.
She's not okay. She promised. I'm sorry.
Anyways, back to reading. Oh, come on. Chair. There we go. Okay. So I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding and listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note. A lot faux cool boys wear it, okay? Hi, Draco. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666 and flew to the place with the concert. There we go. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. For visual representation, this is what they were doing.
My bag.
I mean, if you want to. Anyways. I'm just gonna read it as is. You come in cold, you're covered in blood, they're all so happy you arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life. Saying Joel, I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustingly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well.
I'm blonde. Do I have an ugly blonde?
No, you have a pretty face. You have a pretty face. Sorry. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked to Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. Chapter 4. Author's note. I said stoop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Enobi, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? You don't think this was set up a speech jammer? The author's note are speech jammers.
Imagine if you did this.
I mean, could.
I'm like, not now.
Okay.
But like,
At some point. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. So he's fucking Jesus and can walk on air? Oh, my sensor button's not working. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony? He asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. How you holding on, chat? How you doing? Doing good?
hate yourself yet?
And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me. We started to make out keenly against a tree. Hold on. I actually need to, like, put a sensor button on this for comedic. Because Stream Deck doesn't want to work. So... push to bleep out will be... Alt. Right Alt. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, cool. We started to make out keenly against the tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my... Then he put his into my and we did it for the time. I screamed.
I also screamed.
So what I did was I did the sensor beeps as O's.
Beep, beep, beep. I hear it.
Oh, God, hell. Are we back? Are we good? The storm's fucking up the internet.
Oh no, is it?
Mm-hmm.
We're currently experiencing stuff before. Does it?
Florida.
Florida.
Oh, no, I've mentioned it a load of
Oh,
times.
Beep up. Beep.
Okay. Is it done? Everything is good. Christ. I was beginning to get it. We started to kiss everywhere. My pale body became all warm. And then... What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was... Dumbledore! Chapter 5. Author's Note. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that the... We connected? Good. Okay.
Step right. We're back.
We're good. We're good. We're back. Okay. Stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore Dior swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. X. Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! He shouted. I started to cry, tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. We went back to the castle. Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking at very angry. They were having intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yells in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her! Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs. Yep. Hi, Zen!
Hi, Zen!
Thank you for the lurk. Hope you're having a good one. Good.
Strawberry pineapple.
I don't
like the color. It looks like tea.
It does look like urine.
He's lurking. Leave him alone.
He played his walk on. I'm so glad it worked.
Love all our lurkers. Because I love her.
Because I love
I
her.
forgot it was an all cap.
Yeah,
Oh,
he shrieked.
I haven't like read this in forever.
Oh.
So like looking at it again is bringing me back.
Oh, yeah. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore... am I going to everyone's okay. Draco went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room. Chapter 6. Author's note. Shut up, Prebz, okay? P.S. I would not update until you give me good reviews. Break. Oh, sorry. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard!
That would be like having cereal with milk and then a glass of more milk.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Are you a psychopath? That's a lot of milk.
That's a lot of milk.
My girl does not have a dairy intolerance.
No, she does not. She is lactose intolerant.
She is lactose intolerant. Lactose.
Bastard, I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair but with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I don't get one, you sicko.
I'm a female. Those do not exist. No one gets all that. That's not a thing. Just let you know.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm trying to go for bitch Broly. I'm going for bitch Broly, but British. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while, then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. It's his dick! Chapter 7. Bring me to life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews, and BTW, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 God fans. So stop flamming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Page break. Drake and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails and a red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes.
What is the difference between dark misery and regular misery?
I wish I knew. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went to his room and locked the door. Then... Thank you. Oh god. Oh, okay. No, I didn't mean co-pilot to start. I know. We started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He f***ed me up before I took off my Then I took off my black leather and he took off his We went onto the bed and he started making out and then he put his boy in mine and we had See, is that stupid? Draco. I screamed while getting it. When all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody gothic writing were the words, "Vampire." I was so angry. "You bastard," I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand," Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. "No, you fucking idiot," I shouted. "You probably have AIDS anyway." Huh? I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. Didn't sound like you were too mad to care if you took the time to point that out to us. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. "Vampire Potter, you motherfucker," I yelled. Whoops. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flashing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back. "Ebony, it's not what you think," Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Oh dear God. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she's very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real name isn't Smith. Her last name is Smith, and not Granger. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
"What is it you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?"
Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. "Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco," I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony, for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. There's a lot to unpack here. First off, how could Vampire cheat on her with Draco when she and Vampire were never a thing? But also, how does that logic work? Also, who's talking? Is it Draco? I think it's Draco. Because I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. So I guess it's Draco. So I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Like I would hang out with a prep loser.
"But I'm not going out with Draco anymore,"
said Vampire. "Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard," I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I had lost my virility to Draco. And then I started to bust into tears. I'm sorry, but no. Also, I'm so sorry that you're just hearing this randomly. Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movies, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Beswedes, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't lick Harry now is because he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Which, also, in the Forbidden Forest, from what I remember in Harry Potter universe, all the trees almost look the exact fucking same. do you know which tree is the same tree you did the ding? But then also on top of that, that had to be a long run. You gotta go through all the halls and the corridors and the annex, and then you gotta get down to the plateau, I guess, I don't know, and then run across to the forest. All of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he was in Gothic. It was Voldemort! Oh my god! No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious! And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony!
He yelled.
Thou must kill Vampire Potter!
I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looked just like Joel Madden. I remember that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? Literally what he said! Literally what he said. You dumb bitch. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged.
Ah yes, take this Glock and bust a cap in that ass, or you will die.
That's not what he said, but I imagine.
Thou must,
He yelled.
If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude you're so retarded look on his face.
I hath telekinesis.
He answered cruelly.
And if you doth not kill a vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco.
He shouted. Then he flew away angrily in his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods. Also, yes, as you can see right here, we're on page 8 out of 62. Draco, I said. Hi.
Hi.
He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Are you okay? I asked.
No.
He answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we bagged into Hogwarts together, making out. Ah! Chapter 10. Author's note. Stupid you gay fags. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle after all, and she and Vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses, okay? I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diablo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And Hagrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed so they weren't coming and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably studying his wrist. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a C-R-O-S-S. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. Like the food. She spelled it like the food. Oh! The last red page? It was not chapter 1, you fool! Here we go. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs, and a tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but really I'm not. We were singing Color of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily, and then I said, well, Voldemort came, and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? How could you? You fucking poser muggle bitch. How did he get from his dorm all the way to behind the wall? Also, like, did he just jump out of the wall like fucking Kool-Aid Man? Just, you know, just like behind a wall, and he just goes, oh yeah! You know? Like that. I guess. I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it was because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. How? 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 See, that's basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony Draco is what he's saying. Also, his voice is going to change. Ebony Draco has been found in his room. Committed suicide by slitting his wrists. But he's a vampire. The fuck does that mean? Chapter 11. Author's note, I said stop flaming up, preps. If this chapter is stupid, it deals with really serious issues. SPC for yourself. If it's stupid, burr of fangs to my friend Raven for helping me. No, I screamed. I was horrified. Would you like Sunny Bunny? That is okay. I got it. Hold on, gotta make the... I know, Pebbles. Okay, where was I? I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood and then I slipped both my wrists. They got all over... No! They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a steak. Food is written as the food, and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. Ah, yes. We found a pool of the victim's blood in the bathtub. How did she die? By a steak. How was it cooked? Huh? The steak, how was it cooked? What's wrong with you? Look, just tell me what the steak was. It was rare. Ah.
Medium. Wow, that would have
Steak. Suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandally. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin was masticating to it. They were... So... They were taking a video. And Lupin is just on the broomstick as well. Just... Oh no, the other one is... Ow. I mean, it's better than... They were sitting on their broomsticks. Ew, you fucking perp, stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, a vampire ran in. Also, why did she put on a towel when she put on clothes? A black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sanely. So, what the fuck? Vampire ran in. Abracadabra. He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it's been revealed that someone has no... He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." No. What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. Okay. He's Nappa.
I may be a Hogwarts student,
Hagrid paused angrily.
but I'm also a Satanist. This cannot be.
Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him.
There must be other factors.
You don't have any, I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly.
The lines may be ruined, but the tape is still there.
I felt faint, but more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak.
It's okay, Pebbles.
On his dirty cloak. And then I heard words that I heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint.
Because.
Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air, then swooped in, then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent.
Because you're gothic.
Snap said in a little afraid voice because he was afraid that it meant he was connected with Satan.
Because I love her.
Right? Chapter 12. Author's note. Stop fatting, okay? Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap ain't Christian? Plus, Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay? I don't know. I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together.
When did that happen?
I wish I knew. No, I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream, OMFG! Oh, wait, no, Vampire.
OMFG, no, my scar hurts.
And then his eyes rolled up. He could only see his red whites.
What does that even mean?
I stopped. How did you know?
I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt.
No! I ran up closer.
No, you're not even in front of the mirror. I'm sorry.
I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted.
I do, but Diablo changed into a pentagram for me, and I always cover up with foundation.
He said back.
Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me.
And because it still has not done with the quote,
and I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage.
Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now. I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles. And you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera.
Constipated.
Yep. He can't poop the Cydio camera. They took of me naked. I put my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses.
Hagrid is in the bed.
Annabee, I need to tell you something.
He said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway. I don't like fucked up perps like you. Also, on the record, if she says she hates pink, then why is the inside of her coffin that she sleeps in pink? Anybody? Anybody? No? Okay. I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before being gothic. Before being gothic.
No, Annabee.
Hagrid says,
Those are not roses.
What are they, goths to you? What are they, goths to you, poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses.
I saved your life.
He yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? Yes, it is. Oh.
Who masturbated?
To it he added silently, "Whatever," I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses.
These aren't roses.
He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, "Well,
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
that's not a spell. That's an MCR song." I corrected him wisely.
I know, I was just worried about my vocal cords.
Then he screamed,
Petroles merenjo mi cremicili romacio.
for all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute. Especially for Raven. I love you, girl.
I'm on a Tokyo.
I walked back into the bathroom and all I heard was
It was Nappa. Hagrid saying,
I heard
I'm on a Tokyo.
Jojo, look at us.
Jojo, look at us. Oh. Oh, fun. More Peppes. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you. But what the fuck is Draco? Hairgrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing.
You see, Anna baby.
Oh, wait. Different person. You see, Hannah-B, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames. You reviewer flames, get it? You must find yourself first, okay?
I have found myself, okay, you mean old man.
Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed.
You are a liar, Professor Dumbledore.
Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped in the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Oh, wait. You look kawaii, girl.
Sad about it. She's not happy.
Yep. Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs. Get it? You do too. I said sadly too. But I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists feeling totally depressed and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades up so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. Yep. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. Yep, the hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in an equally sad way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it now, you horny simpletons! Shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us and so was everyone else. Right? Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco. I shouted then and I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites.
Are you feeling a little bit of deja
Deja vu much? Deja vu. Anyways. Nope, that's the couch. There we go. Yeah, trying to figure out what to click and where to click is the hard thing. The floating can of Pepis. There we go. I join and all I see is Murda dancing. Yep, because we heard the same lines from a different point of this story. Which also, hi, how you doing? How you been? How is Inside Out 2? You told me that you cried. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted.
Oh.
I did cry. I do, but Diablo changed into a pentagram for me and I always cover it up with foundation. He said, back. Anyway, my scar hurt and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Again. Still. Oh no. Oh, yeah. So because you're joining in late, I'm gonna give you a rundown of who is who. Vampire is Harry Potter. What are we reading?
What aren't we reading?
This is My Immortal. It is the internet's most hated and respected fanfic ever written. We don't know whether the person wrote it on purpose or as a troll. Either way, it is a self-insert, and there's a lot going on. So, Diablo is Ron. And we also have Hagrid, Dumbledore. Bloody Mary is Hermione. Bloody Mary's Hermione. And the protagonist is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. Also, we're at 13 out of 62 pages. Page break. Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. What the fuck? You're supposed to writ this. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater is? Chapter 13. It doesn't even say is. It's just my sweater. Chapter 13. Author's note. I don't know where her sweater I. Raven, thanks for gelping me again. I'm sorry I took your poster of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Perhaps stop flaming. If this is an actual serious story, I'm gonna sulk in a corner. Do not take this seriously.
No one knows. It could.
Do not take this seriously. Please, this is anything but serious. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore! Dumbledore! We both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it you want? Now, you despicable snobs! He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco! We both shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No! Oh, sorry, wrong voice. No, don't! We need to save Draco! We begged. No! He said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony. He said while he frowned looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note, don't you thick gay guys are like so hot? It's okay. I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. What? I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then, suddenly, we were in Voldemort's lair. Dumbledore. Oh. We ran in with our wands just as we heard a croon voice say, Alakadabra. Oh, sorry. Alakadabra. It was Voldemort. Chapter 14. Author's note. Fuck off, Prebs, okay? Raven, thanks for helping again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed and I had to go to the hospital because I slipped my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 God reviews. Reviews. What is this, LMA?
What is this?
Page break. Warning, some of this chapter is extremely scray. Bauer discretion advised. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. It was Voldemort.
Wasn't there, but it was.
Rid my sight, you despicable preps! He shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. Suddenly he looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Ebony, I love you, have sex with me! He said. In this, he is 16 years old, so he is not a pedophile, okay? Huh? I asked. Enemy, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my boyfriend and you expect me to fuck you? God, you're so fucked up, you fucking bastard. I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around, and then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly.
Snaketail, what art thou doing?
Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. Weird, his high heels clacking to us. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There I started crying. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sexy. And a really huge, and everything. It's so unfair. I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls in press here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything?
Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They're such fucking sluts.
Answered Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like, Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked, which she wasn't. She was wearing a low-cut black dress that had lace at the ends of it.
And then she put a towel.
And then put a towel over it. Wait, is my mother in the background? Yes, she is.
Hi.
She's fiddling around with one of those temporary tattoos that you stick on you.
Temporary that is.
We have a storm going on. She says hi.
Hi.
Hmm? Oh. Hagrid says he's in love with me, Vampire likes me, and now even Snaketail's in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? I shouted angrily.
No problem.
Author's note. Don't worry, Ennaby isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. that not a snob attitude of saying everyone is in love with me? Why couldn't I be less beautiful? And then followed by, I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse, I shouted, and then I ran away.
That's fair.
That's a Mary Sue attitude. Chapter 15. Author's note. Stip flaming, okay? BTW, you suck from now on. From now on, every time someone flams me, I'm gonna slip my wrists. Thanks to Raven for helping. It's hilarious that the thumbnail of this is Withering Raves. Whoops! Hold on. Hold on, I got this. I got this. There we go. All fixed. Anyways. Where was I? Oh yeah, top of the page. Ebony! Ebony! Shouted Draco sadly. No, please, come back! But I was too mad. The furthest we got was to the concert redo round 2 part 5. Yeah.
I know what's happening. It's been a while.
But I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go and have sex with vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I don't know. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, it's fucked up that this is kind of a laughing matter.
Biology class.
Like, oh man, I'm really like depressed and all this. I'm cutting my wrist and look at the time. Oh, hey, it's biology class. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. I put on a short ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood red letters and was all ripped in a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put on my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the guitar turned into Draco.
When you're biology.
What? Huh? Oh.
You know when you're biology.
Ebony, I love you, he shouted sadly. I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Well, he couldn't because he was immortal. He's a vampire.
Me?
No. It was CROSS.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Not written.
Because they're gothic. Then he started to sing the Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it, right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. How do you sound like all of them at once? At that point, it'd just be... OMFG, I said after he was finished. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck on my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Draco's now. At them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hillary Duff. I fucking hate that bitch. And...
I really hope that God does
oh, I wish.
how funny.
And CMM in a Cinderella story. Yes. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping at by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other, they're all shocked, and then we went together. Chapter 16. Author's note. You know what? Shut up, okay? Prove to me you're nut, Prebs. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch. Give me back my fucking Twitter. You supposed to read this. Raven, what the fuck, you bitch? You're supposed to do this. BTW, thanks to Brittany5655 for teaching me Japanese. Let's see how well this is gonna go. Page break. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. Happily, sorry. There's no I in there, so happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and a black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we stayed moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the band stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was... Voldemort and the Death Dealers! Oh my god! What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR, and you know how much I like them. Well, because we... You know, he gadgeted uncomfortably because guys don't like to talk about, you know what. Yeah, because we, you know. Uh-huh. Not openly. Yeah. Like, only with people that we're really comfortable with. Because whatever they're gonna do with it. Yeah, because we, you know. I yielded in an angrily voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time, we're going with an escort. OMFG, WTF, are you getting into the mainstream? I asked.
They're going with a woman of night.
So I guess you're Prep or Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a Prep or what? I shoot angrily. There was a thunder. NOB, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, then I guess I'll have to, I said, and then we French for a while and went up to my room. So, we're just ignoring the fact that Voldemort was at the concert, and nothing happened. Didn't mention anything about Draco still being alive or anything like that, you know. Also, the fact that Draco was a guitar, you know, a little weird. Bloody Mary was standing there. Hajime Mashite, girl, she said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do in Japanese. BTW, Willow, that fucking poser got expelled. She failed all her classes, and she skipped math. Author's note, Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you. It serves that fucking bitch right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We wished some gothic movies like Does Nightmare Before Xmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii, Bloody Mare shook her head lethargically. Oh yeah, I'll have a confession after she got expelled. I murdered her and then Lupin did it with her because he's a Netflix.
A Netflix? He's Netflix?
He's Netflix. Kawaii, I commented happily.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Cute. Necrophilia, cute.
She said.
Literally, Bloody Mary slay. Cute.
Carry on God.
No, on Satan. Anyways. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie.
I don't like this.
Anyways.
Anyway. Is that the story?
No, that was me.
Hey, anyways.
No, but the next line is, oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear, like, the hot set outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded energetically. OMG, totally, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty card. That hurts. No. My head snaped up. What? My head spooing? I couldn't believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, no. She laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked. Sure, it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call her Brooms or Brahms. OMFFG Dumbledore? I asked quietly, even though it's in all caps. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go.
What are you doing?
We were going in a few punk goth stores, especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was OMG hotter than Gerard, except not because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these... Let's see, we're gonna go with... We only have these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pooch. He shook his head. A pouch. A camera dog, that'd be funny. I didn't even know they had a camera. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again. I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you free because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am actually. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW. My name's Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Tara Way. Oh, she took out the Raven because she hates Raven, so now it's Dementia Tara Way. Tom Ridd, he said. Yeah, it took me this many rereads. 4 times. It's been 4 times. He said and ran a hand through his black dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going to be there with my boyfriend Draco, you sick perv. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hargrid flew in on his black broom looking worried.
OMFG, Ebony, you need to get back to the castle now.
Chapter 17. Author's note. I said stop fleming to stereo. If you're a prep, then did not read it. You can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you are, then fuck if. Peds Willow isn't really a prep. Revan, please do this. I promise to give you back your poster. So I guess they're talking again.
No, she's begging Raven to come back and write for her.
Ah, yeah, true. Tom Riddle gave us clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted because he was really into fashions and stuff. He's bisexual. Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. WTF, Hagrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you yucking bastard. Well, anyway, okay. Hagrid went away sadly. Angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big boobs, bobs, and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. Because, you know. So, are you going to the concert with Draco? Eugenia Goody looking ass. Oh. Oh. Like, I don't know what's even worse. I don't know the fact that it probably heard you say that, but also the fact that I repeated it after you. Yeah, I said happily. I'm gong with Diablo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were hot too. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons off makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather bands, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. Bloody Mart was going to the... I guess so. Bloody Mart was going to the concert with Dracola. Dracola used to be called Naval, but it turned out he was kidnapped at birth. Yeah. You know what? If I was called Belly Button, I would actually happily switch my name to Dracola. I would! Please, call me Drac. To avoid copyright. Dracola. It turned out he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Navel converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We called him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's Black Mercy Benz. Get it? Because we're Gothic. That his dad, Lucian, gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Yes. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and he had amazing ethnic voice. I don't know. We moshed to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. Or sorry, Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers.
You moronic idiots!
He shouted angstily.
Enemy! I told you to kill vampire! Thou have failed! And now... 'Cause that's how he is! The boy who lived, come to die.
It's when the last brain cell finally leaves, and you just...
It's a Vita Kedavra!
Peter Kniever. Peter Kniever. That sounds like something out of Sims. A Peter Kniever Snoober Snoobus. Fargum Nuba. Crookshanks. The cat.
That's the cat.
I know.
I shall kill thou and Draco!
No, no, please. We begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and long black bread. And long black bread. He burnt his bread. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shouted a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was...
Can you guess that? So that is
Dumbledore! Chapter 18. I said, stop flaming. If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. And you're not a prep. Thanks for my suitor. Peas, the odor is in Dumbledore swore is cause he trying to be gothic, so there. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some yeah, so we're back in Hogwarts. We're back in her room. Somehow. Don't know what happened to the rest of the battle at the concert in Hogsmeade and
any of it.
and Voldemort and the Death Dealers. Good Peppers. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, bloodbed lipstick, and a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside it. In the middle of the bed, bed. The night before, Draco and I went back to the skull. Skull cause I'm gothic and I like death. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black, and the broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR broom. We went back to our rooms, and we had, to a Linkin Park song. Huh.
He was like, no, I'm not going to you. Like, because we're gonna, what?
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, don't worry about it. We'll have an escort.
Which, really, there was no one, they're quote-unquote
Just his
escort.
friend.
Yeah, it was just friends. That's not an escort.
Not an escort.
That's not an escort at all.
And then number 2, they end up having no one at
To a Linkin Park song.
all.
How much would I bet it was to Numb?
I know that. I wish
Oh, we're still reading this? I just got back. Yes, we're still reading this. If you look up here, this is page 20 of 62. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. There was all the walls were painted black, and the tables were black too. Oh, sorry, but you would see there was pink pant underneath the black pant, and there were pastors of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. WTF! I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good Charlotte t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you already heard this or not, but Dracula is naval. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Because naval Dracula.
Those guys are so fucking hot.
Naval was saying as suddenly a gothic old man.
Yeah.
A gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. Not Voldemort. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation and he had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore, we gasped. What the fuck? I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. I do. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Night, Mora. Night, Zen. Have a good one, buddy.
Being here with us today.
Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. We goths just looked at each other, all disgusted, and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. BTW, you can call me Albert, he called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way, like Gerard. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. Chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. Please stop flamming the story if you're due your fucking prep and you're jealous, okay? From knock on, I'm going gong to tilt your men bravos. BTW if need pour blood so dare. Thanks to Raven from the help. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to. The MCR concert. Huh?
Again. Third time.
It had been postponed, so we could all go.
Again.
Anyway, I went to the common room sadly to cut classes. Fucking hell. Classes.
That's last now.
Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad at me and started crying all hot and angsty. Aren't sensitive bad guys so hot?
No one fucking understands me.
He shouted angrily at as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Broken Dreams. No, he's about the contacts now. I still find a thumbnail being withering, but it's hilarious. I thought I changed it. Oh well. Oh well. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black tie.
Get it?
Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, a black leather mini, black high-held boots, and a cross-belly thing. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee and Gong Under. Email me if you want to see the pic. Oh. Accuse me? What about me? I growled. But, you fucking bastard, I moaned. No, wait, that's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily crying. Cring. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Poopies. I'm crying. What is that at my house? Oh. Got it, her poopies. Oh, where is it? Where is it? But it's too late. I knew what I heard. I can cry. Feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot.
Oh yes, the weed cigarette.
The weed cigarette. Suddenly, Hargrid came. He had apparated. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What the fuck do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't just Hargrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second, I wanted to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. I don't know who's asking this, but I'm just gonna do it as Hargrid.
Hey, I need to ask you a question.
He said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. Oh, it's Dumbledore? Hey,
Don't ask how I know.
I need to ask you a question. He said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who MCR are? I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco's surprise for you. It's his dick.
It's
Chapter 20. I'm just not going to read that anymore. Because all day I wonder what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. MCR, we're going... Yep. We're going to the concert again, since Volksamort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrist while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You for the Venom. I got all mad and turned it off because secretly I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that.
I think we should have beeped that one.
Well,
that one's probably gotten beeped.
here, hold on. Are you gonna come or what? I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo.
Not actually.
Get it? Hell, can I borrow some condoms? He growled angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically.
Didn't beep first. Love that.
Fucker. He said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching.
The house.
Master, why must you force Dobby to watch such atrocities? I thought Dobby was a free elf. No wonder the sock had weird white stains all over it.
Why the sock was crunchy?
No wonder I could throw the sock like a boomerang and it came back. I used to call it the soccerang, but now I guess it's the cum soccerang. Oh my...
Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot!
They both shouted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away, crying. Dobby is now going to get a Glock and commit the suicide. They got up, though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps. BTW, Snake has moved to Gryffindor now. What the fuck? Is that why you wanted condoms? I asked it sadistically. See, I spelled that. Oh, you wouldn't give them to me. Lumpkin shouted angrily.
Kid.
Well, you should have told me, I replied.
You dimwit.
Snake began to shoot angrily, and then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You can see that they were naked and everything.
Well, excuse me!
They both shouted angrily.
What was that all about?
It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards.
I really hope he wrote.
Yep, it written as Dumbledore.
I meant.
Oh, probably. Also, real quick, I'm gonna give a shout out to Zen. Yeah, but doesn't mean that people can't, like, you know, follow him so that way at some point when he does stream. Yep. He streams like every day. He does a whole bunch of variety stuff. They were doing Dead by Daylight. They also do Final Fantasy 14 and Baldur's Gate. So yeah. He's also a really cool guy. He's very chill. Oh, and also a lot of Helldivers. A lot of Helldivers. We love him. Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over it. Here, take this burn ras. Yeah! Well, anyway, I went outside and there was a vampire looking extremely fucking hot. WTF, where'd Draco? I asked him.
Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come.
Vampire said, shaking his head.
You wanna come with me? To the concert?
It's the worst because it's spelled like... Uh-huh.
My God.
Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black,
His dog father.
had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR666 on it. The one on the back said NOB on it. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot, began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. Chapter 21. Later, we all went in the skull. Draco was crying. Crying in the common room. Draco, are you... Also, the fact that Draco was crying loud enough that they could hear him crying from the common room to the concert. It's just you hear the distance.
They have vampire.
Enopy.
There's no one girl.
I guess she's a fucking poser. That bitch.
Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice.
No, I'm not, you fucking...
Draco, are you okay?
I don't think that you had it. That's my problem.
No, I'm not, you fucking bitch.
He shouted angrily. I started to run out of the place in a suicidal way.
Okay. Alright. How do you
Okay, so it's like, do you just hold one hand up above your head like you're holding a noose and just run with the hand?
Just pretend to stab yourself in the chest.
Just run a good 10 feet and just go, and then keep running.
Going.
That or, wait, how would you run with a toaster? And then you just...
You just have a cup of water and you're running.
Oh no, see, I was gonna say that you just run with the toaster, and then to image the person going into the bathtub, they just jump in the air and fall on their ass. It's like, whoop! Oh man, we're going to hell. I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide.
It's okay, Enopy.
Oh, nope, sorry. Hold on. It was a vampire. It's okay, Enopy. The vampire said comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come. He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. Also, pale spelled like a bucket pail.
Yeah.
I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophone, then fuck off.
A homophone.
Yep, basically the ringtone is ring 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 ring. Here's a super. A super call is coming in. A race car is calling. The special taco cat is waiting on line 2. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility coke. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand.
Who's there?
He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and he started to meow loudly.
Is anyone there?
Yelled Mr. Norris. No, you preppy loser, poser, son of a fucking bitch. Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me! Excuse me! Who said that?
yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow.
Filth, is there anyone under the cloak?
He asked. Filth nodded. How could he tell the cat nodded under the cloak when it's invisible? And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak.
What the?
He yelled, but it was too late because now we were running away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and bust into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess though. Draco wept.
How do you say you guessed so much?
Oh. Ow. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door and Fug and a Mystery of Magic walked into the school. Chapter 22. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic.
I hate it here.
Well, anyway, I woke up the next day.
I hate it here.
I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me where Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Dracula, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow, what's... How did she know that they were there if she didn't open her eyes and then she just opened her crimson eyes? Can't he sense some his with her vampire powers? Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots. I was like goofy. Gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked like Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all of her clearage with a white apron that said Bich and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was weaving a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing and black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists with a razor. He had raped them and stuff before too. They all got so depressed and they became gothic and converted to Stanism. OMG, I yelled as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? It'll be. Something's really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first. I shouted angrily. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Even though it's the same tone. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful. Oh, alright, I said smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective. I will. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow in my foundation. Then I came. We all went outside the Great Hall and looked in from a window. A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there, shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. This cannot be! She said it angrily.
I hate that.
The school must be closed!
That's a big word, Frau.
The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students!
Bark Lord!
Yelled Cornelia Fudge. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Yeah, no, Cornelia Fudge is still gonna be MO. The Bark Lord is planning to kill kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You're not fit to be the principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But we cannot do this. We cannot close the school. There's only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort. And she's in the school. And her name is...
Yes. One guess, guys.
In any darkness, Dementia Ravenway. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. Chapter 23. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sawed us.
I like them.
I like Dumbledum too. Mr. Ray, what the beep are you doing? Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. Oops, she made a mistake. He corrupted her. She means hi. Everybody come in.
Yeah.
We all came in angrily, so did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco, and opposite Bloody Mary, Crab and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Vili Volo. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was... Vampire! He and Draco were shooting at each other. Vampire? Draco? What the fuck? I asked.
You fucking bastard!
Yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to shit next to her!
No, I do.
No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch!
Yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She loves me, not you. Shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. Not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in his broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Brittany, the fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped.
I stopped eating. Stop eating.
No, shopped. I shopped eating.
I also
Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort!
and the Death Dealers.
Just Voldemort.
No, the Death Dealers. Right. Those are fair.
Appleby! Ebony!
Darth Vader said evilly in his raspberry. Vader.
He's here. Hey, Mr. Darth Vader.
Thou have failed your mission! Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou dost not kill him before, then I shall kill Draco too!
Please don't make me kill him, please. I begged.
No!
He laughed crudely.
Kill him or I shall kill him anyway!
And then he flew away, cackling. I burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me.
Alright, so put her leg under her right arm. No, not her right leg. Her left leg under her right arm. Okay, good. Now, put her head, like, all the way backwards.
It really is. Okay, but like, what do we do with her titties?
What titties? She doesn't really have them anyways.
Hey. I hate it.
Suddenly, my eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrist in a depressed way.
The 97.
No! I screamed sexily. Suddenly, I locked up and stopped having the vision.
Ebony, are you alright?
It's Tuesday?
No. Constantly funny.
It's a Tuesday for Draco.
Tuesday for Draco.
Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's alright, N.O.B., said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. OMFG, what if I'm getting possessed like in the ring too? It's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about the visions mean, though. Okay, Bech, I said sadly, and then we went. Oh, sorry. Chapter 24. We all had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor Trevellery about the visions. Konnichiwa! Everybody come in! Said Professor Sinister in Japanese. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. Her mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it and everything. She and Bloody Mary get along great. I'm catching up to your subs. Hey, let's go! How you doing, Orange? How you doing? No. That's a really good one. She really young for a teacher. Today, she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and long gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with pastors of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. Nail polish. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Cute. You look really good, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's really cute. I like that.
Napalm polish. Nail polish.
She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot topic.
You're spelled U-R, by the way.
Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger.
Yeah.
Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Okay, I said.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, class. Fucking dismissed everyone. Professor Trevellery said, and she let everyone go except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise. Get it? 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having a lot of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried. Is Draco going to die?
Lots is spelled with a Z.
Well, she gave me a black crystal bottle lock-in, and I looked at it. What do you see? She asked.
C is just a letter C.
I said, I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy wearing a black leather facet. A black gothic Lincoln Park t-shirt and black Congress shoes.
Congress shoes!
Okay.
I'm going to the Congress! I'll have to wear my Congress!
Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt.
Sometimes you gotta wear your Congress shoes. You're a cunt.
Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together, and I was so exhibited.
I'm awesome.
Chapter 25. I was so
halfway
excited.
through.
Yeah. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevellery say?
I thought we were talking to Professor Sinister.
Whispered Draco, potting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow. Toro Mao. Wow. I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heron cabaret and spiked it
A raspberry beret?
and gave it to me to spork.
Wait. Heron cabaret.
He started
Time you find in a second hand.
Ooh. Ooh.
Cabaret.
Ooh.
Sorry, I was.
He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR.
Me too.
And all the things that you never told me, and all the smiles that are never gonna haunt me. St. Gerard's sexy voice. We started telling of each other's Cloves.
Cloves!
Fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bar. I took off his black boxers. Then,
Like a zillion ellipses. There's like 15 fucking dots there. His throbbing.
his trobbing, you know, into my tools sexily. What?
Cool, babe.
Oh, MFG. I screamed, having an
That's his organism, by the way.
That's his orgasm.
That's his organ.
Orgasm. There's no A or N. It's just orgasm.
O-R-G-I-S.
Yeah, orgasm.
What a son.
We stated Frenching passively. Suddenly,
More ellipses.
I fell asleep.
Imagine if that happened. You know, you're having a time with your significant other.
And just as things were about to get
45
40...
seconds later.
Oh. I started having a dream, and a black guy was shooting two gothic men with blonde black hair. No, don't fucking kill us, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting at them. He ran away in a red car. No, oh my fucking god, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I thought her eyes were also red. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call a vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park mobile. But the worst thing was who the people were shot in the dream were Lucian and Sirius. Chapter 26. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte t-shirt. Hi, Vampire, I said flirtily as I started to sob. Hi, Vampire. Oh, good. Oh. Oh.
Not mine.
I know you did it yesterday. Yeah, it's either me or your dad. Yeah. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood and then told him what happened. Oh, fuck it, Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. He ran out of the tree into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. Enobe had a vision and a dream. Dumbledore started to cockle. And how do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional?
I am Divisible Mike.
I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker. Wait. Who? Oh, look, motherfucker! He said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See, is that toot of character? You know very well that I'm not decisional. Now get some fucking people out there to look for Sirius and Lucian pronto. Porto. Okay, he said in an intimidated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then all of a sudden, long done, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office, while Vampire went to slit his wrist in his room. We looked at each other's gothic, depressed eyes, then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers. And Professor Sinister was behind them.
Oh,
Chapter 27, Vampires Will Never Hurt You. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come on, enemy, said Professor Sinatra. She was wearing a gothic black leather dress with a corset top and a real vampire blood on it and fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you the fucking perdition. I looked at Lucian, Seraphs, Drake, and Vampire. They nodded. I smelled happily. Just... I went into a dark room. I had changed. Professor Sinister took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible ball. She said, Tara, I see Drake times are near. She said badly. She peered into the balls.
I also.
You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful.
Oh, you haven't gotten to this part.
He got his hearth broken. Now do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can go to my room tomorrow if you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did Death's Touch Sin. Death's Touch Sin. Death Touch Sin. Death Touch. I don't know. Hey, any goths out there? What's Death Touch Sin? Or Tuck Sin? Is it Death Toxin? Death Toxin?
Okay. I don't know what else it could be.
I went outside again, sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire.
What did
Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness Willow and Bloody Mary. And Bloody Mary? I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucy and Sirius being fond. Everyone's proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking prebs that were there, obviously trying to be gothic, wearing the HIM sign on their hands, despite them not having actually heard of him. I don't know either. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. No, we are not. We're posers. That's fine. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crab and Goik set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. I put on my invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco and we sneaked out together. Chapter 28. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, and Marilyn Manson all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet suckings, and a black leather thong underneath. I think this is the only time she's ever mentioned her underwear.
Other than when Drake.
I mean, in her outfit. In her outfit description. I sat down on one of the chairs dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, potting his alabastered hand on mine. He was wearing... he was wearing black nail polish. Okay, wait, hold on. Because it's not capital P. So it's polish.
They're not spelled.
Are they not spelled the same? Are you sure? I'm looking at Polish versus polish. Don't mind me. They're spelled the same. Polish with a big P is pronounced as Polish. Polish with a big P is related to Polish with a big P is related to Poland. Polish with a small P is pronounced as Polish. Polish with a small P means to shine or perfect. Polish. So, black nail polish or black nail polish? You decide. Yeah, I guess, I said sadly. Draco also put his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, I've seduced Volk some more. He'll have to go back in time. Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him.
It's okay, Ebelby,
He said finally.
but what about me? You're not gonna break up or anything, are you?
Of course not, I gasped.
Really?
He asked. Sure, I
I
said.
hate it here.
We Frenched sexily. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then I took off Draco's MCR shirt and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a Stallone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Enobi on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Ray. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. I took off my clothes, then we were in for the ride of our life. I took almost rebranded that again. We started as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock into my you-know-what, and passively we did it. Spock. And scoops and skewers. Oh yeah. How you like my Spock?
I hate it here.
It scoops and skewers. Either way, we put it to the mouth.
I hate it here. I wanna go home.
Oh.
I love you, Ebelby. Let me feel you. I need to feel you.
He screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched Vampire, filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, you are home. What the fuck are you doing? It was Snope and Professor McGoggle. Yep, Snope is back. And also Professor McGoggle. Oh my Satan! We screamed as we jammed out of the coffin. Also, wait, if they... Yeah. Snap and Professor McGoonagle started to shoot at us angrily. Come now. Oh. Preacher McGognall yielded. We did guiltily. We left the room putting on our clothes. Snoop garbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. SNOOP. I'm picking up the caramel, sticking it in my pocket. Smoke weed every day.
Caramel.
Hey, what the fuck? The vampire shooted angrily.
Yeah, Buster, what the fuck are you doing to do with the fucking camera?
Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes.
Look, Dumbledore knows your little secret. If you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give back the camera. Wait.
Oh, wait. Is it still Draco? I think it's still Draco.
Look, Dumbledore knows your little secret. If you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give back the camera.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I guess they went back out at some point. Again. The mystery of Mojic thinks he is crazy. There's no way Day will believe him. Snoop laughed meanly. Yes, a shop with you innocent fools, yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry all sexy and sexative. Get it? Because he's a sex bomb, lol. Tom Felnot rules for life, but not as much as Gerard. Your sex on legs. I love you, you fucking rock. Marry me. I started to cry tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. Okay, so fuck you. Vampire. I guess so. Vampire took out a black handkerchief. Handkerchief. It's just a handkerchief with a clown walk on it. Here, have my handkerchief. Honk. No. And then he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crucio, I shouted. Snap stated to scram a dropped the gun, but it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballots. I stopped to curse. Professor McGoogle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Okay, Severus, I'm going to go now." She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. The vampire started to cry.
It's okay, NOB,
said Draco. Evergreen will be all right. Remember the video you took of Snake? Snape laughed again, and then he took out some whips. Chapter 30. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Food is almost ready soon. My eyes hurt.
My eyes hurt.
My eyes hurt. But anyways, thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. YouTube, if you somehow keep this up, I will heavily question your system. I'll give you 10 good revows. And Twitch, you know what to do. Wait, when did... Oh, music stopped at some point. Don't know when that happened. Oh well. Anyway. Hope y'all have a good one. Take it easy. Have a good night. And I am sorry, not sorry. And let's see. Can we raid anyone? Let's see. Who can we raid if anybody is worthwhile raiding? Who do we have? No. You know what? Let's go with... We're gonna go with Hellfiber. Stream manager. Create channel. Alrighty. Here we go. Y'all are gonna be handed on over to Hellfiber. She is a retro streamer. Currently they're playing Duke Nukem 3D. So hopefully y'all have a good one. Why is the raid on for so long? It's like 8 seconds. What the hell?